So it's weird because I feel like I can't hear out of this ear, but I think it's because we're in a petri dish right now.
Is your ear, nose, and throat all plugged up?
The nose for sure.
Yep.
The throat's kind of getting scratchy. What are your ailments? We are in a petri dish right now.
Yeah. I don't know, some sort of head cold. It went from Braden from school, I'm presuming, to Jessica, to Ella, to me, all in the span of a week.
No, yeah. Wonderful.
But it feels like a head cold, I guess you could say, because my throat was never sore.
Yeah.
My nose is running a lot, and I'm coughing.
That sounds right.
Yep.
Now, a couple weeks ago, I was sick. I get sick every December. First, second week, it's like clockwork. But a couple weeks ago, I got sick, and I think it was a sinus infection, and I assumed, I got it early. Like, I got it out of the way. 2 weeks later, I'm like, nope. So we both sound terrible.
Sure do.
We're both under the weather.
Yep.
But our dedication to this program
is
absolutely disgusting at this point.
Jessica asked me if I was coming tonight, and I said, hell yeah, I am. And don't ask again.
And he slammed his door on the way out.
I was like, oh, no, we're in it. You can't. So before, maybe when we were recording on Mondays, we would have been able to push it, but now there's no going back. The game's on right now. Listen, it's literally the next game.
And that's it. We're already on to the next week. I canceled 3 different plans yesterday. Wednesday was very full, and I canceled everything to make sure I was semi better for this program.
That's nice of you.
Let's dive into it. I'm not sure we're going to be able to taste this because we're both sick, but we're gonna dive into our.
We have a new athletic. Nice.
The sound effects are great. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is their Mexican style copper athletic brewing company.
It's called I'm going to butcher this and I apologize. Atletica?
I think it's just the Spanish pronunciation of athletic.
That would make sense. That would make sense. I'm trying to get the taste. It's definitely better than last week's. I can tell you that.
I still have more Tsingtao if you're into the skunk. I wonder if we can taste the skunk this week. We could probably smell it.
It's powerful.
This is interesting because I really can't get a good taste.
I can't either. But I like the way it makes my mouth feel. It's got a good mouth feel to it. That's a thing, right? Some beers, alcoholic, maybe not alcoholic, but it gets a little tingly. That.
It's weird. So I had this a couple weeks ago. I had it, but it was warm.
Yeah.
Listen, I know in Germany that's just like an okay thing for me. I need my beer cold.
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't love the warm version, but this tastes better. But I also, I'm not 100%. I can taste anything right now. So if you find this one, I found this one at Haxton's, Route 2 Haxton's. So it's pretty good. I mean, listen,
you're the expert on the Mexican brews with the Coronas and the Modelos and is that it? Is that all of them?
Yeah, Tecate, Presidente.
Oh, you see, I knew it.
What's the other one? Dos Equis.
Yep. The Dos Equis, that's right. I used to like Dos Equis.
Dos Equis is good. I think my go-to typically on the A beers is Dello.
Right.
If it's not Modelo, Corona's okay, but it's like 50% of the time it's skunked. So it's like Corona used to be my favorite, and then Modelo just ran it over. I like Tecate.
I've never even heard of that.
It's like Dos Equis is okay, but it's there's another one. Dos Equis just doesn't have much of like a taste to it, I guess. There's another one that's like, I'll think of it.
Okay.
There's another Mexican beer that it just doesn't really do anything for me.
Right.
But shout out Athletic or Atletica. Atletica. Beer of the week.
Oh yeah, maybe we'll do it again next week. We can taste it again.
Yeah, we'll try. I got more. We'll try it again next week. I have that weird some European one. Maybe it's a German one. The one that I was telling you about when cheese comes on in a couple weeks.
Right. I'm excited for that. I can find a Christmas one for the Christmas week.
Oh, that's true. Gansett has the Bing Crosby one.
We did that one last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Well, that's okay. We can do it again. I'm just saying we did that one last year, right?
I think so, yeah.
Let's do it again.
I don't know. We'll see. I want to go try to find the Derek White one.
Yes, me too.
I don't know. Maybe Nicky's on Branch Ave. They used to have a lot of...
There's one, I think, in Attleboro that'll have it. It's like right over the line for me. I should try that. I can't remember the name of it, but that's where I got the Stone Cold. I'm like, if they have him...
There's also a big one over there, too, near Gasparo's.
Gasparo's, yeah.
So maybe that one or Nicky's on Branch Ave.
I'll check their website. I'll check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
All right.
Check it out. All right, before we dive into the week that was week 14, there was some big news
That's all right.
in the NFL / college realm. Your boy.
College football playoffs.
Billiam.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Billiam A. Belichick.
The 8th.
The 8th.
First of his name.
Going to UNC.
Football powerhouse. UNC. Football factory powerhouse.
Hey, listen,
UNC.
your quarterback.
That's fair.
And my starting quarterback last year
That's right.
was also a Tar Heel.
And our good old Mitch Trubisky.
Was he?
He was UNC, wasn't he?
I don't know. Maybe he was. All right, so what are your thoughts, though, as coming off his Patriots stint? Were you shocked? I'm so shocked that he went to college.
I'm a little shocked. I read a few articles. I know Wickersham had one today or yesterday, and Jeff Howe had one. He used to be a local beat reporter talking about it a little bit. But I'm guessing this is my thought. It's definitely shocked. Even more shocked that it wasn't like, excuse me, in Alabama or like a SEC school. It's UNC.
Right,
They're basketball. Well, that's weird.
Right.
But the more I think about it, my guess is he was either reading the tea leaves or his birdies were out talking to people and they were telling him like, no, we don't want to give you full ultimate control. That's my guess. And then it was kind of like you can't break up with me. I'm going to break up with you. So he made the decision first before it could get to hiring season and be awkward. So that's my guess.
I feel like he probably would have gotten somebody this year. I was surprised he didn't last year, but then again, coming off the bad season in New England, people maybe wrote him off.
I think it's a control thing. And even in one of those articles, they were saying that he was telling teams he doesn't need full control, but I just don't believe him. In watching him for 20 plus years, I just don't believe him. It's too much of that kind of personality.
It's hard when he's had the success to say like how does he take a step back?
Right, yeah, exactly. You know, a GM is going to come over and be like, no, I want to draft this guy. You really think Bill Belichick's going to be like, okay.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
And
I get it, but if I'm a GM or an owner, I don't want my coach doing both. It's too much. I want you to manage the guys that you have.
Yep.
GM makes with your input.
Yeah.
They have the final say. I think it's two different roles.
Yeah, and also Nick Saban retired partially because I believe the NIL stuff and all of it. And I don't think Belichick's gonna go recruit on someone's couch and try to bring him to join the program. I don't see that happening. He's already bringing in Mike Lombardi. He's gonna bring in Patricia.
Yeah,
his son. The whisper is that his son, Steve.
Dude, it's right up your alley.
It is. I was like, we all know what that is.
As soon as they said it, I thought of you immediately. They're like, oh, he's trying to broker the deal where he is
the immediate successor.
Yeah.
In a couple of years.
Which, how does that happen? How do you sign up for like, hey, I'm the coach, and then when I leave,
my son,
you don't have a choice. It's this guy. Yeah. How do you do that?
That's weird. His other son is actually still on the Patriots coaching staff, Brian Belichick. He's a safeties coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's probably going to go there. My guess is he'll go with him. He had like 1 year left on his deal, so he stuck around. He has a young family, though, so maybe he doesn't want to pack up and leave. But no.
The other one is going to be what, the DC? Like, what is his? Yeah. He's going to be the defensive coordinator.
Defensive coordinator.
So what is Patricia going to do?
It's a good question.
He's not in the league right now, right?
No. He does all those shows with Belichick, the Zoom calls. Probably going to fetch his water, his coffee. I don't know. Patricia Doink. That guy sucks. It sucks. It all started because of him. Look at him. They left the Lions, and we used to look at him now, and I never liked him.
Your coordinators...
Even when he was defensive coordinator, won Super Bowl, and gave up like 30 whatever points, I never really liked him.
And your coordinators haven't worked out as head coaches.
No.
Like, who had the best success?
Probably Bill O'Brien. Until they gave him until they gave him GM powers. He was awful. But he was actually pretty good with the Texans.
Well, where did Charlie go? He went to college.
He went to Notre Dame.
Did he have success there? No.
I
thought he had some success.
He had a few, this is back when the BCS was a thing. And he went to a few BCS bowls, but I don't even know if he won any of them, honestly. Yeah. Romeo Crennel burned with Crash and Burn with the Browns? McDaniels, we all know that story a couple times now. Who else did he have? All the coordinators.
I guess Bill O'Brien was the
he had some success.
Yeah.
This is once he became a de facto GM, it was terrible.
Yeah, no good.
Now he's at BC and they did okay this year, but nothing special. But yeah, that's probably the best one, I think. But actually, you know who the best coordinator of his did? Nick Saban. He was his defensive coordinator when he was with the Browns.
Well,
if that counts.
No, that counts.
Although he did bad at Miami with the Dolphins, but it was when he went back
he
to
basically
Bama.
just did the Baltimore Colts and left in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
See ya. I'm out. It's an interesting move, but I heard something. Can't credit the source because I don't remember who it was, but it was something where they were kind of comparing today's college football with the NIL to football, and maybe it's a little bit closer than in years past.
That's a good point. Yeah, because there's money involved. So if you have a budget, he's because he's not the one doing the brokering the deals. I'm assuming he's going to give that to someone. Here's how much money we have.
Right.
I want this quarterback. Go get him.
Yeah.
And he knew he would. One of the things that we've done in the past is guys who kind of burned out in college but had very high profile high school, on the scout report, they're number one in the nation.
Yeah.
We've picked those guys up. One of the safeties that we have, I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name, but he's a slot corner. But he was the number one recruit out of high school, but college, Ohio State, they took him on a slot and he didn't do so hot. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Loving it. Doing good. Doing great. Doing great.
We're gonna have a counter of how many coughs, how many throat clears.
It's a little tickle.
My God! All right. Well, that was we wanted to lead off with some
Bill Belichick.
William A. Belichick the 8th. All right. Last Thursday, we were here. We were filming this. It feels like it was so long ago.
I know.
Maybe it was a couple illnesses here.
Yeah, there was some late nights in there, which stretched days into days, or felt like days, for sure. But yeah, we'll get to that for the Sunday games.
Yikes! All right. So we were watching the Lions and the Packers. I believe we both picked the Lions before the game, and it was a tight game. At some point, Green Bay took the lead.
Yeah, Packers covered. That was a 3.5 point spread.
Damn,
so.
You didn't?
No, I don't do Thursday night football.
Yeah,
I just
crapshoot. But Dan Campbell on the 4th and inches.
Yeah.
What did you think of the play though when Goff? Because people were saying he fell to his knee. He should have been down, but he wasn't touched.
No, it's the NFL.
Yes, I don't know why.
Bill Belichick will learn that real quick. If you go down, you're down. Yeah, can't get back up. Can't get back up. That's a difference. I thought he tripped and fell. But
nobody was there. Nobody touched him.
No, there's an old clip of video of Brady falling on his butt and throwing it to someone.
You can, as long as you're not touched.
Right, exactly.
I don't know if they were saying because it's he knelt, he took a knee. Where sometimes, if they want to kill an extra second, they move for a second and take a knee. That's an intentional knee, but he fell. Yeah,
do the refs really think he's intentionally kneeing on a 4th?
No, not with his hands outstretched. Right. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I like the gutsy call, though.
I love it.
Listen.
I love it.
All I can say is Motor City Dan Campbell, he'll go for it.
Kind of cost him in the playoffs last year, but hey, but we've said it before, it's that's your style. At least you have a style.
He dies on the hill.
Yeah.
And I respect it.
Yep.
But he also is trusting his team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's trusting his offense. And granted, I think where they were, they probably could have kicked the field goal, but I don't think it really mattered.
They could have, yeah.
They just burnt some time off the clock. But I like that he went for it. He's not playing safe. That's why they're 12-1.
Yeah, trust your guys. Yeah, and also, it's Sewell, the tackle, is the best in the league.
Yeah.
Run right behind him. Run right behind that big boy.
4th and inches, I'm going for it.
Yeah, you can trip and fall over and get a first down.
Don't be soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be soft. I didn't really have anything else.
No, it was a good game for Thursday night. It was a really good game.
We've gotten lucky the last couple Thursdays. There's been decent games. This one here, I picked the Niners. You picked the Rams, I believe.
Yeah, they've been on fire.
It's early enough you can still change your pick.
Nope.
I need the Niners to win because we're in the 7th seed right now, and the Rams are on our tails. So
every little bit helps.
At this point, yes, we control our own destiny, but a little help can't hurt.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Sunday. Oh, what a game. And you know what? It was after I saw the final score that I was like,
Game of the year.
bro, you literally just said, and haven't picked them since I said it, I'm never picking the Titans again.
You did say that.
I don't know why. I think it was because I was looking at Macaroni Jones instead of looking at, bro, you said you wouldn't pick the Titans. Like, William Levi Jean's the fourth. He could probably win this game at home. They lose a stinker 10-6 to Macaroni Jones. Let me tell you his stats. 23 of 31, 220 yards, 2 picks. That is his stat line. Trash. And he won the game.
He sure did. He has as many wins this year as, Drake May has 2. Just kidding. Almost.
That's awful.
It's so bad.
That is awful.
So bad. The worst thing about it, I mean, we're not playing. I mean, they're I don't know. I guess they're playing for seeding, positioning. It hurts them in the draft. So whatever.
The Jaguars, you mean?
Yeah.
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 But I mean, the Titans are so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, the Jacksonville's in the number 1 seed. They dropped from the 1 pick to 5.
How are the Titans not discussing a quarterback? Because you drafted Malik, you drafted William Levi Jeans, and you traded Malik. William Levi Jeans. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it either.
I'm not seeing. Last year there was a nice blip. He threw for like 409,000 yards. I'm not seeing it.
No, that was a bad quarterback class, and he's a bad quarterback.
What was it? It was a 22.
It was the one after
21 was the Zach Wilson.
So then it was 23, I think, because he was the year after Malik, and Malik was the year after.
So
that
he was 22.
class.
So that he used to 23 then. Yeah, I'm not. The team's really bad. I don't know. You got rid of Rabel. I don't see how you got better.
Yeah.
You let DeAndre go. You let Derrick Henry go. You guys are bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
Straight dog doo-doo. I'm never picking them again.
For real this time, though.
All right, moving on to a overtime scoregami. Your favorite, scoregami.
I love scoregamis. Love them.
The 32-26, the Dolphins over the Jets at home.
Ever since the extra point got moved back a yard, however many yard, 33-yard line, or to a 33-yard kick, scoregamis have gone wild.
Yeah.
Because there's missed extra points left and right.
Right.
Which is making things weird. It's like right here, I see a 9 and an 11, which means it was definitely a missed extra point. I think a 2-point conversion.
Anytime you see an 11, which you see again in the next game, 11 is just like, in football terms, that is wild.
It's weird.
I was surprised, though, because 32-26 doesn't sound super obscure in the amount of time of football.
Right.
But apparently it was. It was a scoregami. But the Jets are on some crazy losing streak.
Now the Office meme is correct again.
Oh, it righted itself.
Yeah, they've lost 4 in a row, the Jets.
Oh, my God.
I read an article, too, or saw a quick article. It was like, the surging Dolphins. I'm just thinking, they lost literally the week before. How is that surging?
Listen, the Dolphins, at some point a few weeks ago, when Tua came back, I said they can lose 1. Mm-hmm. They lost it against Green Bay.
Yep.
Which, wrong pick. But if they win out, whatever their schedule is, you can look it up. They go 10-7. I think they got a shot. They're good enough to make the playoffs. If you look at the 4 weeks that Tua was out,
oh, yeah,
that's really why they're sitting at 6.
They need a new backup quarterback. Is what they need.
God, do they?
So I'm gonna look up the playoff picture real quick and see where they're sitting. If I had to guess, they're probably in the 8 seed. But if I remember last week, it wasn't looking good for them. Oh God, no, they're in the 9 seed. They have a 16% chance of making it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
If they win, it jumps to 32%. If they lose, it drops to 6%. They're playing the Texans.
They have a favorable schedule, though. Oh. It's at Houston, which they're not 100%. Mm-hmm. The Niners in Miami, at Cleveland, at the Jets to finish. But I think they got to win out because
if they lose their next game, it drops to 6%. Yeah. So they better win out.
I think if they win out, they get that shot.
And I could see the Broncos or Colts stumbling. The only problem is they're 2 games back. Like the Broncos are 8-5.
Right.
It could happen.
Well, we'll see. I got nothing left for the Jets to even talk about at this point. I got nothing.
They're, as far as I'm concerned, they don't even exist anymore.
Rodgers, stat-wise, had a good game, 27-39, 339, 1 touchdown. But
yeah, he passed for 300 yards for the first time in a million billion years or something like that.
I will say the Jets' defense has been, which when they got Rodgers, the main thing was they got a defense, and their defense is trash.
And they fired their defensive coach, so that's what you get.
Yeah, I got nothing for them.
Nope.
You're looking at no succession. We've talked about it so many times.
Yeah.
There's not a glimmer of hope. I think you're coming into a weak quarterback class, which now you're talking about the Jags. Who knows what they do with Trevor, right? Did they keep him? The Titans, the Raiders, the Giants. I mean, where are you going to even fall to get a quarterback this year?
Yeah, right now the Jets are in the 7 spot. And it's funny too because I watched that first Monday Night Football. I think it was Monday Night Football, and they played the 49ers, and how excited everyone was. It was like the re-debut of Aaron Rodgers, and it's so good. It's so freaking good.
I know. Well, if you're a fan of any other team in the AFC East, you have to be happy about the Jets imploding before they even got going.
I am. Thank you.
Did you ever see Jackass, the movie?
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the movie when Johnny Knoxville was going to ride the rocket ship and the engine blew out the side, so he went like this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see that? Mm-hmm. That's the Jets. Like, if I could make a GIF out of that, that's the Jets season. Like, we're going to ride this to the moon.
I like that. That.
Nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. Nothing else for them. But Dolphins, we'll see what they do. Maybe they make a run. On to the Suck Bowl for quarterbacks. Not really. Yes and no.
What?
The Suck Bowl for quarterbacks. Kirk and Darnold.
Well, one of them had a suck game. The other one didn't. We can talk about that a little bit later, though. But
dude, it's so fitting. It's so fitting. The fucking I'm not gonna get into why. You'll know, but the stat line this guy put up is just rubbing it in your face.
Hey, no complaints here. No complaints here.
The other, we won't talk about that just yet because that's coming up. But the other interesting stat was Kirk Cousins in the last 4 games is 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is so, do the Falcons regret not hiring Bill Belichick? Maybe.
I'm sure they're glad. They're making everybody say, yeah, this is why we drafted Penix.
That's genius. To not look like an idiot, they just make their quarterback really bad.
But also, it does look bad because either way, if Kirk was a stud this season and when they went on some crazy run, right, then you'd be like, you wasted the pick, right? Flip side, he sucks and he's playing terrible, and you're like, well, at least you got Penix. The problem is, you still signed Kirk, who has 1 playoff win.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
What?
Take a shot.
What did I clear my throat?
No, you said 1 playoff win.
Why?
That's usually your go-to for Kirk. For
it is
Captain Kirk.
Is there like are you having a bet with somebody that I don't know about off air?
No.
Who is it? Is it Jawzak?
No.
But I mean, he has 1 playoff. I mean,
it's true.
It's the most ridiculous. It's the only stat I need.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I need, Sean. 1 playoff win, $500 million. Okay, I could get you 1 playoff win. Put me in, coach.
Oh God. Yeah, I think he's toast. I mean, and here's the thing too: when these old guys who are our age have that bad year, it's like there's no rebound year. Like a young guy, even like a Dummeld, could have a rebound year.
You still calling him
not a late 30s guy.
Still calling him that
to the day I die.
Well,
not a late 30s guy.
Darnold got drafted in what 20?
Oh God,
2019?
No idea. 2018.
18, 19, or 20, somewhere in there. No,
not
definitely
20.
wasn't 20.
Maybe 2017. That's my guess.
18 sounds good.
If only.
Well, it wasn't because 21 was the Zach Wilson year, so I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, 2018. You nailed it.
2018. The Vikings are 11-2, 6-1 at home. Still not the number one seed in their own division.
They're gonna have to go on the road in the playoffs.
It's great. It's great. But I mean, kudos to them. Again, look at them. They get a veteran who they had some confidence in.
Yep.
But I think even they said before JJ needed surgery, we talked about it. They were planning on starting Darnold into the season before they even knew he needed surgery.
Yep.
And people were like, really? Like, why? Why would you? I don't get it. Because I think also it was JJ. They said maybe needed some time. I don't know how many years did he play at Michigan. 2.
I only remember having that one full season, but maybe 2. Yeah,
maybe he did 2 college years. So he was younger.
Yep.
But I also heard that the surgery that he had maybe set him back because I don't know if he had another surgery or something.
I don't know.
I think he had a little bit of a setback. But they get a veteran. We just talked about how important backup quarterbacks are.
Yeah.
And this guy's got you 11-2. And they're not even having contract negotiations.
I know. That's the funny. So that tells me something, that they must not like something, or they just think JJ's the answer. They spent the cap. They're not going to pull a Falcons.
I bet you would. I know what it is. They've read the same Reddit comment.
Or they talked to him.
The high school
wow,
kid
you're dumb
on
as
Reddit.
shit. You're dumb as shit. Oh, wow, you can throw it 40 yards to Justin Jefferson.
Listen, not everybody has to have all the light bulbs on.
He has one less playoff win than Kirk Cousins. Actually, this could be a repeat.
That's a hard take.
This could be a playoff rematch because they're going to have to travel to the winner of that division if they win the wild card.
That's true. Kirk has had 6 more years on.
Oh, so now he's your boy. You love him again.
What, Darnold?
Kirk, no, Kirk. Now you're.
No. I'm kind of defending Darnold here. If anything, I'm saying Kirk has played long. You said Kirk's got 1 more playoff win than Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
He's also had 6 more years to do it.
Listen, oh God, you can't all have the number 1 wide receiver in the league to throw to. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God, dude, it's just so ridiculous.
I did not.
This guy bailed you out.
I did not pick him up in fantasy because of him. I picked him up because I knew who he was throwing to.
Oh,
cha-ching,
horse manure. Horse manure. Hold on,
nailed it.
I need to see this. We got to go to the stat line here. I can't even when he bails you out, you still find a way to just. Honestly, you don't deserve Sam Darnold. That's what I'm going to say. The guy throws for 347 yards, and okay, Jefferson had 132.
Oh my goodness, so good.
But he didn't even lead the team because Addison had
3 touchdowns. Yeah.
He had 133. He had 1 extra yard.
The guy I played against in fantasy had Addison, and he benched him. So
idiot.
How are you,
idiot?
But I also picked up We'll talk about it in Fantasy Corner.
Yeah, I got things to say in that corner.
Nice.
All right, moving on. What a stellar game this was. The Saints over the G-Men, 14-11. How is that not a scoregami?
My guess is it's been 3-14 before, and someone went for 2.
I know, but that is such an
that's more likely.
That's such an obscure score.
No.
Dude,
how many times has it been 14-3? The team scores a touchdown and kicks a 2-point.
I've never seen. I don't remember.
I've seen it hundreds of times in my life. Millions,
bro.
Billions of times.
Ridiculous. I need to see this. All right. Okay.
I wish I could find a website.
4 other times.
Oh, that's a lot.
No. 3 other times. I'm sorry. 2008 was the last time. Cleveland at Washington. Washington won 14-11.
Oh, look at that.
I obviously it wasn't a scoregami. I'm just
no.
God, look at this.
No. I'm not saying that. Oh God. Wait,
is it?
What did happen?
Rain? It's got to be rain, right? Because they're in San Francisco. Yeah. It's not snowing in California. Wow, that's a lot of rain.
No, it is a lot. Yeah. No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying it was Washington.
Oh yeah, and then it happened in '99 with Tennessee and Baltimore, and then in 1983 with the Eagles and the Rams. I guess who was on this box score? The football database. It's just It's just a random score.
No, I'm seeing 40 games.
40?
40. But this goes back to like 1920s.
Well, this one went back to 83, so I don't know if it's...
This one, okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, God, the first time this ever happened. This is hilarious. Who are these people? Al Tonawanda was the winner. The loser was the Rochester Jeffersons.
All right, no. Wait, I said NFL, sorry.
This is the NFL. These are old NFL teams. 1925. No, 1920.
Okay.
The last time it happened in the modern NFL,
2008.
2011. Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland.
Damn, so this database sucks.
Wait, no. I messed up. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. All right, here we go.
I don't know. I see.
All right. 4 games. Yep, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, okay. It is random.
1983, 1999, 2008, 2024. You were correct.
Fair enough. Okay. It's a random. It's
is.
random. You see, we just talked about the number 11, and then the Falcons scored 11 in the third quarter, and then the Giants had 11 total.
I thought because that situation happens enough, 14-3, that it would be more, but you were correct.
Just random.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But anyway, the Giants lose. I think they have the number 1 pick in the draft, don't they?
No, the Raiders do.
Oh man,
followed by the Giants, followed by the Patriots.
Would you prefer, especially because it happened this year, and I think you got the guy you wanted anyway? Would you rather have the second pick to just be like, the pressure's off me? I'm just gonna, if the first pick wants Cam Ward, well, I'm gonna take Shador or vice versa.
I'd want the 1 because I feel like the Raiders and the Giants are gonna trip over themselves to try and get into that spot. And Cam Ward, I think, is already starting to sneak. He's already like a Heisman finalist. He's starting to already go up those.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
He's gonna pull
go first.
Yep.
But I think like in our draft, you guys got the guy you wanted, and I got the guy I wanted. Mm-hmm. But if we had the first pick, would would New England have gone Caleb just because he was almost a consensus at that point?
I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea.
I think it kind of all worked out.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't trust USC quarterbacks.
No, same here. We're on record.
We are on record. Well, name me a better quarterback than Carson Palmer that came out of USC.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
Nope.
Moving on. The Eagles over the Panthers, 22-16. Interesting, because number 1, the Panthers are playing more competitive.
Yeah.
Since Bryce Young's been back in the lineup.
Yep.
Which I find it interesting. Also, there's a little cracks in the foundation.
Oh my God! These freaking wide receivers.
Yet again, here we go. Especially in Philly, it's so funny because of the shit that happened last year where they crumbled. Out of nowhere, there was like huge conflict.
Yep.
So they bring everybody back.
Yep.
They get Saquon. They're on an 8-game winning streak. And then you're
11-2, leading the division, 2 seed, 1 game out of the fucking bye. You're still pissed off.
And passing's the problem.
Passing.
That's what AJ Brown said. Passing is the problem. Now, last year when there was like rumblings of mutiny, right? Were they not 10-1?
Yeah, I think so.
Now you're 11-2. Now you have a problem. You're on an 8-game winning streak and you still have a problem. Keep it in house. This is worse than Malik kind of saying what he said because he's on a bum team.
Yeah, and then another player came out and said that they were friends and not friends anymore, and then he backtracked because it was awkward.
Oh, it was Douglas or something.
Like,
right?
why are you letting keep it in? Also, why are you mad? Why are you mad?
This is like the foundation rumblings where you like to see the Jets implode before they get going.
Yep.
I love to see this.
Sure.
You're on an 8-game winning streak, 11-2. Washington hasn't won 11 games since 1991. And you guys find a way to keep pissing it away because of like high school drama.
Right. It's like while your running attack is doing great, figure it out, get your shit together. Say your route running isn't good. No, it's going to be the passing.
And then he said he tried backtracking and saying it wasn't a shot at Jalen. Okay.
Who else is passing the ball, bro?
Because even if it was the play calling, you would have said it was the play calling. You said passing.
Yeah.
You didn't say, it was the schemes or the play calling. You said passing.
Yep.
Who's the passer?
Right.
I don't know. I love it. I hope that they implode. Yet again.
It's happening.
The cracks are there.
Yep.
Their bubble's about to burst. All right, moving on. Pittsburgh over the Browns, 27-14. Your boy, Jameis, 24-41.
Not my boy.
212 for 2 touchdowns.
And 5 interceptions. Is that what it was? 5?
I know, it didn't show up in the stat
Yeah,
line.
that's weird.
Was it that bad?
Someone a big Jameis fan?
Was it that bad? Oh, two picks. Combination of 4.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it was
place-
last week he had the 5 interceptions.
Oh, my God, last year.
Last week.
So last week he
had the 4, yep.
He actually did have 2 picks sixes. Remember we were talking about it? Like,
Yeah.
I remember one.
Yeah.
No, he did have 2.
So when I was watching the end of this game when they were trying to drive and continue to make it a game, and he had Elijah Moore wide open on like a deep cut that could have probably got him back within like the 10, and he just overshot him by like 100 yards. Dude, there's a reason you're Jameis Winston. There's a reason you're a backup. There's a reason
you play for the Browns, really.
There's a reason you play for the Browns. You're not good. You're a fun quote, and you play it up, but you're not good. I'm sorry.
I feel like this is kind of where I'm at with the Jason Kelce thing. I feel like you're hamming it up.
Yeah.
And it's like when you know Roman's gonna get the push. That's why everybody turned. They're like, I see what you're doing. Not in.
Yeah, he's playing it up for his post-playing career.
Which is, whatever. But I don't know. Anyway, the Steelers are 10-3, and I said that they were gonna go under 500 and miss the playoffs. Clearly, I don't know shit.
Right, but I've started correcting my mistake. I picked them last week, even though they lost to the Browns a few weeks ago, and here we go.
Yeah, turn it right around.
Yep.
The Pirate Bowl. Buccaneers. The Tampa Bakers over the Raiders, 28-13. Again, they can't not score. Like, that is what they do. What was it? 12 to like 19.
12 to 19. Yeah.
That is what the Raiders score.
Yep.
They ain't going to do less than that, but they
No
definitely
more,
ain't gonna
no
do,
less.
They ain't going to do more than that. That's for fucking sure.
I got to look now. It's so fun. It's the first thing I thought of.
I did have to start Baker. We'll get into it in the fantasy corner. He did me okay. I think he threw 2 picks though, kind of.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. They scored 10. They scored 26.
Ooh,
22.
overachievers.
20. And then the wheels kind of fell off. 18. 13. 15. Oh, 20.
Oh, okay, all right.
24.
Oh,
19. 19. 19. Wait, what? 3 weeks in a row?
wow! Holy shit! Wow, that's so hard to do. How do you score 19 points 3 weeks in a row? Did they lose all those games? And they lost all of them.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm sorry. The 19 for the last one was the Chiefs. The Raiders scored 17.
That's
But even 19 2 weeks in a row is pretty
2 weeks in a row. That's pretty impressive. And then 17,
God.
and then what?
13. The current week.
Oh, this is this week.
Yep. Oh God. Oh. But you're right. It's between 12. No, it's between 13 and 19 is usually their go-to.
And then they're usually losing.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I mean, all right. So they got the number 1 pick. My assumption would be Pierce is gone. They got to be cleaning house.
Yeah.
Why retain him?
They got to stop with this. This guy did pretty good as the interim head coach for like 2 weeks. Let's make him the full head coach.
Does that ever pan out?
I cannot, off the top of my head, I cannot think of an interim coach that worked out.
Like long term?
Yeah, that got hired. Like, he did really good. It always goes badly.
I know. I think because they get excited because McDaniels is so bad as a head coach.
Yep.
That getting that push.
Yeah. Like a player's coach.
But it's like
McDaniels is such an asshole.
Pierce was the DC, right?
I have no idea. I thought he was a linebackers coach. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he was.
Yeah.
You made him the head coach. 2-11.
I would love. That's a fun trivia question. Like, who's the last interim coach that got the interim label removed and actually did okay? I cannot, off the top of my head,
Like made the playoffs the following year.
any year, really. Like any year. Interim head coach.
Because I feel like when they do the interim and then they give them the long term, I feel like they only give them one season.
Right. Because they've had like 1.5. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of any examples where it lasts.
No, I'm trying to go through the whole Rolodex, but not happening. I can think of all the bad ones. But.
And if you thought Pierce was a good coach, which he might have just been a linebackers coach, or if he wasn't a DC at most.
Yeah.
But like, try to retain him on your staff maybe, but get another coach. Like, I don't know. I would want an actual head coach.
Yeah. Yeah, he was linebackers coach. Then he became interim head coach, and now he's just the head coach.
So you weren't even a DC. This is like your boy.
He's never. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's never even been anywhere. He's been Arizona State. He was he's co-defensive coordinator, just like my boy. So yeah, he did it in college, but
assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah, I don't love that because I'm looking at the way that Washington is set up right now with Quinn kind of being the overarching, and it's kind of his schemes because he was with Joe Witt Jr. in Dallas.
Yeah.
But he's letting Cliff run the offense. Joe Witt's doing the defense, and he's kind of the over.
Yeah, he calls the timeouts.
He's the manager of the game.
Yeah, yeah, and they used to say like with McDaniels is that he was the head coach of the offense. So like Belichick would say to him, "Hey, we're gonna go. We have 2 plays. So say it's third down. He tells McDaniels, "Hey, we have 2 plays here.
Yeah.
You pick the plays." But that's what we're doing.
Right.
So
I can't imagine that's a lot of pressure for a guy who hasn't had.
Right. Yeah.
A prominent
Same with
DC
Mayo,
role.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same with Mayo. Because Mayo was co-defensive coordinator, but he didn't call the plays. He did the game plan. I don't know.
Right.
I have no idea what he did.
No clue.
So, go Bucks. They're in the division lead.
There you go. Moving out west. Seahawks over the Cardinals 30-18, which was good because I think it helped Washington in a way because now Seattle's kind of running away with the division rather than keeping another team sort of in line for the playoffs.
Yep.
Seattle winning, I think, pushes them further
ahead.
ahead.
The Seahawks are starting to outpace the rest of the division there.
They got to have a 2-game lead in that division.
I think so. Let's see what we got here.
I kept my standings
tab
tab
open. They're the 3
open.
seed at 8-5, and the next closest is the Rams at 7-6. So no, that's
so it's a one game,
1.5 kind of situation. Oh no,
you're
right. Yeah,
one full game.
Yep.
So even more so, I need the Niners to pull this one out.
Don't know if they're not looking. It's looking a little messy with that rain. Matt Stafford can't throw a ball in the rain.
Oh wow, it is
That's
really
a monsoon football weather, baby.
That's right.
And I'm playing again. I got fantasy corner. I have a lot to say in fantasy corner. Maybe a long fantasy corner.
Listen, me too, and I'm not thrilled about it. I think this was one of only 2 losses I had this week. Was the Rams over the Bills, 44-42. Very intense game. We caught the end of this.
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of this game. It was a money pick. Didn't work out.
This is one of those things, though. We've talked about this. My cousin brought this up, and it is a true thing. Cross country.
Yeah.
It seems to still hold, I guess, with the cross country.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye on that. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, and also the big difference was it was a blocked punt for a touchdown. If the Rams don't block that punt, it's probably a different story. But it's all phases of the game. Special teams matter.
That's right.
But this wasn't a scoregami, but Josh Allen was the first player in history to have 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in the same game. If you had him in fantasy, you were golden.
I'm not going to talk
about it. If you were
about
against him, you're in big trouble. I mean, we'll get to that later.
fucking talk about it. But yeah, I mean, they might have been due for a loss anyway. They clinched the division already, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah.
So I guess it's like, it's a tough game. But I do like the fact that they went all out in this game as if it was like it still mattered to them. Not that
they're playing for
matter.
that one. They're trying for the 1 seed at this point.
So I appreciate the fact that they were trying, but it definitely screwed me over. Puka had 12 catches, 162 and a touchdown. How are you?
But this is the Rams. Like now they're zero burger, but it's also divisional Thursday Night Football. So I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, they might have blown their wad.
Yep.
In that game against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Moving on. The Niners over the Bears, 38-13. Your post-coach firing bump.
How bad of a team do you have to be that doesn't even give you a bump?
I mean, you were like 2-0 at that point, right?
Yeah.
With that,
Yeah.
I had to break it somewhere. Honestly, the Bears were 4-2. Am I wrong about that? Because it was an awkward pause.
I had to think about it because they've lost 7 straight. You're right.
They were 4-2, and you know that streak started with the Hail Mary.
Yeah, it broke them. It broke them.
But it's like, I know that that's not the only factor. I get it, but talk about a fucking hangover. Like, yeah, that sucks. But if you watch that game, they got outplayed anyway.
You're right.
It would have been lucky if they won that game.
Yep.
But man, oh man,
Oof.
I don't know what to think of that. They were just talking about potentially Ben Johnson being linked to Chicago, the OC from Detroit. If they could lure him to Chicago, is there enough pieces there where he would maybe want to run the show?
Right.
Depends on the ego thing, though, because in a weird way, I don't like the rumors I heard about his situation with Washington.
Yeah.
But I also respect the fact that he's
waiting for the perfect spot.
But going back and being like, nah, I like this.
Yeah.
Who's their defensive coordinator?
Oh, God, he used to play in the NFL.
Because he also interviewed.
Yeah, I saw him Thanksgiving, they called him out.
He interviewed for Washington, too.
Aaron Glenn.
Yes, Aaron Glenn.
He used to play in the NFL.
And I don't know if he's still there, but they had Mark Brunell as their quarterbacks coach.
Did they really?
Yeah, and they also have Antoine Randall as their wide receiver coach.
I saw that, yeah. A lot of ex-players.
But I like the fact that, Johnson is, and they paid him pretty well, I think, to stay. But I like the fact that he went back and, like, why does it matter maybe it's just the ego thing. You want to be the head coach and have your own shit. But, like, if you're in a good situation, you're the OC.
Yeah.
Like, how come people don't want to stay in that situation?
I guess because the tippity tops is the head coach.
I guess. But
it's like but also he knew he knew he was going to go back, have another successful season, and it wasn't going to change. Like you've seen it with players before. They don't declare for the draft, and they have a bad season. They're screwed. He probably would still be okay. He knows it's going to come. He's going to come around. So I don't hate that idea because they have the talent. Why they can't turn it into something? I don't know. That's
the latest I heard. I mean, Cliff's name comes up obviously because he has ties to Caleb. But
yes, I've heard that too. But I don't think that.
I don't think so either because he was also adamant about getting a third year as an OC.
Oh, interesting.
That was why it fell through with the Raiders. They wouldn't give him 3 years.
Seems weird.
So, I don't know. Huh. But the Niners win. Bears are on a 7-game losing streak.
Yep.
They're done. I don't know what other names are out there. Vrabel, I don't think they would go defense.
Vrabel.
I think they go offense.
Yeah, that new crop of offensive minds that are all over the place, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like I'm holding in a sneeze. All right, moving. Well, not back out west, sort of west for us anyway.
Yep.
The Chiefs 19-17 over the Chargers. This was a game where I wanted to pick the Chargers, but didn't. I had no reason not to pick the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Did you watch this game? I'm surprised you didn't text me after this field goal.
No, I realized that I'm not allowed to dislike the Chiefs, so I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. Just let them continue to win in their ways.
It was funny the way that field goal, because it doinked. I was like, oh, he missed it. It doinked and went in. I was like, listen, when you're a team like that, sometimes that horseshoe is just right up that ass.
Yeah, my take on the Chiefs and the whole Mahomes situation is like he did it backwards. Like he carried them his first few years, and now he's like kind of pedestrian, but he's being carried by the defense. Like Brady's first few years, it was the defense, and then he became really, really good, and Mahomes has done it opposite.
Dude, I guess he's not putting up the stats that he did before. Their defense is fucking severely underrated.
Yeah, 210 yards, 1 touchdown. They have all these primetime games, and they are miserable to watch. They're so boring to watch.
Because they win, like, efficiently, I guess, not effortlessly.
Yeah, like the mid, I guess, 2000 Patriots, kind of. What's their scores been like in the last few weeks?
Well, like, look at how many one-score games they've had.
Oh, a ton.
Because that's...
to the Ravens, they They beat the Ravens by 7, beat the Bengals by 1, beat the Falcons by 5, beat the Chargers by 7, beat the Saints by 13. So that's the first one. That's 2-2 score game. Beat the 49ers by 10, beat the Raiders by 7, beat the Buccaneers by 6, beat the Broncos by 2, lose to the Bills, beat the Panthers by 3, beat the Raiders by 2, beat the Chiefs, Chargers by 2. By the same exact score, 19-17, 2 weeks in a row. So 2 of their games were decided by more than one score. And one of them was a loss.
Well, it's like they are 12-1.
Yep.
They are the Super Bowl champions. However, it is similar to the Eagles where we said they're playing with fire.
Yeah.
I agree that they're playing with fire. It's just, even in this game, I'm like, at home, if they were traveling to the Chargers, I'd maybe be more inclined. But it was a close game. At the end of it, it was a last-second field goal that won it. And it was a doinker.
I just went to bed because it just was like, it was boring. 13-0 at the house. I was like, oh my God, it's slop. But you're right. Playing with fire, but I have more faith in like Andy Reid than I do in the Eagles guy, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah. Sirianni.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting, though. I think Kelsey's getting up there. Why is my phone recording me? I didn't even touch it.
Oh, no. That's creepy. NSA.
That's creepy, dude. I didn't even touch it.
Bro.
What does that mean?
What? That it was recording you?
Yeah.
Someone's
No, NSA.
Oh, like National Security, whatever the hell it is. That's what don't they like bug phones and stuff?
I don't know, but I didn't even touch it, and it was recording me. So that's like super creepy. Don't love that.
The NSA is a national security agency.
Damn, we probably should have guessed the A. If you
That's
had, you had the two hard ones.
I don't know why. I feel like I should know that. It's okay. We're hurting here. We're hurting over here.
The fact that we're here, I mean, don't call us heroes, but
exactly.
superheroes.
Yeah, that's better.
All right, the Monday night game. The Dallas Cowgirls lost again at home to the Cincinnati Bengals. Did you see the play?
I did. I did see that play.
Thoughts on the play?
It's dumb. And how you're so dumb. Leon Let is what it reminded me of. But it's like, I didn't even know like that was a thing. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You're kind of like the receiver receiving the punt and you muffed it, but it was blocked. It's weird.
But like you concentrated on it and missed it.
That ball's weird, man. It's like an egg. It wobbles around, wobbles and wobbles. I don't know.
But you're paid.
Well, is that guy paid to do it though, or is he just a guy? Like that's a reason that you're a gunner, not the receiver.
I get it, but they've also, if you're a good team, obviously we're not talking about a good team,
right?
But if you're a good team, some of your drills, even for linemen, are falling on the ball.
That's true.
And like knowing how to recover and cradle.
I would just think if you're being coached by the special teams coach, he would say to you, under no circumstances, if there is a block punt, are you to try and grab it? Hammer that into their heads. Guess not.
Yes.
Because just let it go.
Just let it go, I guess. That would be the better option. Or, like fall on it.
Or just catch it.
Cradle
it.
If your special teams, a lot of times the guys on special teams, like they're maybe not playing a lot on defense or offense, and they're playing more on special teams.
Yeah.
I would expect those things to be trained, or to your point, just hammered home.
Yeah, so right.
There's no second guessing.
Yeah.
That's like...
Because you saw guys being like, no, yeah.
He's like, it's like he's concentrating so hard and just bricked it. Yeah. I don't know.
He's like, this is my moment. This is my moment.
Here it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like, I don't necessarily need my wide receivers to know how to tackle, but in the situation where they need to tackle, I want them to be able to tackle.
Right.
So it's like you have to teach them things that are maybe obscure or outliers.
When I played high school football for
Westwood
Wizards, we were playing against Hendricken, getting our dicks kicked in, to put it lightly. And the coach, for whatever reason, was I actually signed up late for that freshman year, so he was emptying out the bench. And your boy got a nice running play. I'm like, this is my moment. Immediately fumbled it.
What happened?
I got tackled behind the line. I think I took like one step, if that. Like it was like probably wasn't even like the complete handoff. There was already an arm in there.
Yeah. Was it the same coach that coached basketball?
Oh,
remember there was
a tall, gangly guy.
No,
that's who the coach was.
Okay. No, I think the guy I'm thinking about, he coached baseball and basketball.
Oh, okay.
That's a story. That's a story for maybe when Bronson's here, because Bronson tried out for basketball sophomore year just like I did.
Oh, nice.
Both didn't make it.
I was going to say, how did he do?
I don't know how he did. I know I didn't make it. I got cut on the first cut.
MJ got cut from his freshman.
Well, I didn't turn out to be MJ. We're trying to be like the MJs of podcasting.
That's
at this
right.
point, not
yeah.
actual sports.
Did you watch any of the Simpsons thing on ESPN Plus for this?
I didn't watch any of that. No.
Okay.
Did you?
No, I don't have ESPN Plus anymore. I canceled it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Rebel.
Yeah.
I'm really waiting for the UFC to make a different move in their programming.
Yeah.
And then I can get rid of it too.
The only thing I had it for was golf, and I now have Golf Channel with YouTube TV, and I watched some soccer on it, but I realized this past year, with Ella now being like a walking, talking human, I can't really dedicate time in my brain compartment for another sport.
Sure.
That plays for like 2 hours on another day. I just can't do it.
Yeah,
I just don't have the time.
Yeah, no,
I was talking to a friend about how do you have it takes a while to watch a football game on Sunday, 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
Like if you're a college football fan, how do you also dedicate 2 to 3 hours on a Saturday to watch more football? Which sounds great, but I just can't do it. There's just too much going on. I got swim practice and stuff I can't do it.
I don't know.
I can't do it. So I've been watching way less Liverpool, and it's made me sad. But it's yeah.
I get it.
Yep. So I didn't need ESPN Plus anymore. Is a long way of saying that.
I noticed that even on Netflix, they're putting on some of like the ESPN 30 for 30s and stuff. So again, if it wasn't for the UFC,
right.
I'm just hoping. I think their rights are up at the end of next year. So I think that they might go the route of the NBA and they sprinkle, or like the NFL at this point, sprinkle on different channels.
Yep.
I hope they just do away with the pay-per-view model completely. I don't know if they will, but that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, they have that in onto Netflix now with TKO, so we shall see.
All right, the bye week teams for last week: the Broncos, Colts, Patriots, Washington Commanders, Ravens, Texans.
Yep. And last comment on the fantasy, I'm sure that if you're playing against Chase, who scored that last touchdown, that turned a lot of games, I bet.
Oh, faux show. Speaking of fantasy,
yeah,
let's hit the corner.
Oh, yeah. I've been looking forward to this.
I have not.
I did the unthinkable. A couple of things unthinkable. I turned a 2-5 season into a final record of where is it? Oh God, I have to keep scrolling for it. 8-6, and I made the playoffs.
2-5 to 8-6.
Yep.
You're riding the Jaden.
I
You're
rode
gonna
that
get the Jaden jersey.
I won. I'm pretty sure my first win was that Hail Mary game, and I never looked back.
Wow.
And the team I beat in the Hail Mary game, I'm playing right now in the playoffs. So it was a magical run. As I talked about last week, I picked up Sam Dummold, and the first thing I looked at when I opened the score was that he had 5 touchdown passes. I was like, holy shit. What a great call. Because the other quarterback he scored 35 points. The other quarterback I picked up with Tua, he scored 23. But I won pretty comfortably because the guy benched Addison because he played like crap the week before, he said. But I picked up Charbonnet.
Yeah.
The Seahawks.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Ken Walker was out.
Yeah.
And I didn't play him either. And he also scored like 34 points.
Ridiculous.
But I still put up a good. All my team showed up. They showed up for me. They wanted to win for me.
As you keep calling him Dummel. This is like reverse psychology. Who is the person who made the quote? I want to know. I don't know. No, yeah. Who was the guy on Reddit that made the thing?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he anonymous, like a loser? I want to look up what's his GPA?
Well, there's this thing. It's like there's book smarts, and then there's also just like street smarts.
Sure.
And I'm assuming he's just dumb.
He's not good. I know football.
Yeah, probably. But like even people say Gronk is like smart in ways, He plays like that.
He plays
it up.
He hams up the goof.
Yeah. So in Cheese's league, I lost, but I still made the playoffs. Don't know how, but I did. Did everyone make the playoffs in Cheese's league? Anyone not make it?
So I believe that not only did I need to win,
right.
Mel needed to beat Lauren, and I needed to outscore Lauren by like 47 points because we would have had the same record.
Yeah.
So I outscored Lauren by 72 points.
Nice. So that means you made the playoffs, right?
Mel beat her, and I outscored her.
Yep.
Little problem. Once Josh Allen hit his 4th touchdown, it went from 75% chance of me winning to 31. Then he had his 5th touchdown, and it sank even lower.
Oh, no.
Then he had his 6th touchdown. So the person I was playing had Josh Allen, who scored 95 points.
Yowza.
I dare you to look at the quarterbacks in that whole league for the entire season. I guarantee you nobody scored more than Josh Allen did to beat me. I lost by 35.
Ouch.
And
that's painful.
Arizona's defense kind of shit the bed.
Yeah.
Elliott missed a field goal, 2 extra points. So it was kind of a wash. I put Devontae on the bench, and he actually scored just under 31 points. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have lost anyway. But, yes, my season, I had a 75% chance of winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then he scored his 4th, 5th, and 6th touchdown and blew me out of the water. And the stars were aligning. Mel was winning.
Yep.
Lauren wasn't scoring.
Yep.
And I bricked it. So, in the Cheese League, let's go to this bracket. Now that I am out, I'm still coming to whoop ass next week. Laura is on a bye, and Bree is on a bye. You're playing Cheese
right now. He has Puka. I have Cooper Kupp.
Ooh.
Right now, Puka has 5 points, and Cooper Kupp has 0 points.
What's the projection? 206 to 177. Yikes! Not looking great for you.
Nope.
Who's Philly's? Oh, yeah, okay. Buffalo's defense against Detroit or Philly's defense against Pittsburgh. I don't know.
So, hopefully, I want to knock off Cheese. I think that'll be exciting because he's the commissioner. He loves the league. He loves his trophy.
He's won it twice. I didn't even realize that. He said he's won it twice. I think, really, I know Bree was, she's got the 2 seed, but that's because Cheese is in the same division as Laura. Laura and Cheese have been running away with this league.
Yeah, Laura's team is a wagon.
12-2.
Yeah.
Them 2 in the Super Bowl. I think that's my projection here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lauren is playing Liam also. So we'll see what happens. And then
I did sneak in. I think in both leagues I was a 6 seed. In both leagues. So
I just thought of this. It's going to be really funny because Cheese is going to hopefully come on the program on the 30th when we record right before the new year to present the trophy. And now if he wins, he's going to come on this program to present it to himself in front of both of our faces.
We'll have to make sure he doesn't win then. I'll do my best. We'll see what happens.
Laura's team is 12-2. I don't even know how she lost twice.
I know, right? The team I'm playing right now in my money league, he is the highest scorer, but he's had the worst luck. So that's why he was a 5 seed, which he absolutely shouldn't be. He should totally have been like a 1 or 2 seed. But right now, I have no one playing right now. He has Williams playing and Garendo playing, and they have a combined 8 points, which is not good for him. Garendo, I thought, got hurt, but apparently
he was questionable.
All right, he's back then.
All right, hold on. Do you want a skunk sing towel?
No, I'm good.
Do you want another one of those?
No, I'm good.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm good. So fantasy, I did my, I have a good record in fantasy in the regular season. Here's my strategy is all about volume. That doesn't look good. And I always try to get a nice little 115 score and then hope, the chips fall where they may. And after I scored my 40 burger, my team averaged like 140 in my money league. That still does not look good. So that 40 burger really mucked my numbers up and made me look way worse than I was. I I can't.
Can you smell it?
It might cure my smell.
No, but like I can't smell it. It's either this is skunked like last week and we can't breathe,
That's probably
or it's just not skunked, and only half the batch got spoiled. All right, that's your fantasy corner.
Woo!
Mm.
How is it? Delicious? Nutritious?
Crunchy.
Gurgle it?
It's crunchy. Do you have a hot take?
I do. Now,
Give me it.
before I left the house, Jessica said she had a hot take that was percolating. She said it's a little confusing.
It's complicated. It's a Facebook status.
She was like putting it together. And I was like, okay, do you need me to call you? And she goes, maybe. But then I received this text message.
Oh my God. I'd rather her just say it on the phone.
But she said she might fall asleep, so she sent it to me.
You gotta read this whole thing.
No. I'm gonna try to cut it down where I can regarding the Trevor Lawrence injury.
Okay.
QBs need to have rules around sliding. Our defender needs to know they can't run full speed like that at the QB. You can't hit them like you can running backs and everyone else. And I think Shakir knew that what he was doing and didn't care. Oh my! If that is a penalty on him, she can see where QBs take advantage of not being able to be hit and gaining extra yards. So like we talked about that a little bit last week.
Yeah.
God, Jessica, this is so long. He knew better. He's a dirty player. Why are you trying to hit a QB like that? You know that he's going to slide. Trevor went down pretty quick. I get that they're running full speed, but I'm not buying it. That's my hot take.
All right. It just on the replay, and I watched that play so many times. I get that it was a quarterback, and in the league, we have to like pussyfoot around the quarterback. But
they're the moneymakers. Do anyone even know who Shakir is? No, but everyone knows who Trevor Lawrence is.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best quarterback in the worst draft.
True.
It looked like a bang play.
Mm-hmm.
I know he led. I get it, but if that was any other player, it's just like a bang play.
Yeah.
The league is just like babying.
Yeah, and these guys take advantage of it, like Mahomes and Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the. I like Josh Allen, but dude, you see what he gets like pushing. He goes, I don't like that. I don't like that. Homie, don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's. I don't
like
go
that.
for the flopping.
No.
Or like the looking for flags at every turn.
He's always like horse collars. It wasn't even a horse collar. They called it, but it wasn't a horse collar. I don't like that. I don't care for that, Josh.
It's like watching basketball. You want to foul for everything. LeBron, stop it. Mm-hmm. Stop it. I don't love it.
Get out of here. Go home.
Get out of here. I don't even like you. Not even a little bit. All right. That's your hot take.
Oh, yeah.
It's this one. I know it's this one.
Better be. Nice.
Week 15.
I went 9-4 in my picks last week. I was a little silly picking the Bears, probably the Chargers. But you know what?
You got to roll the dice sometimes.
You do.
I went 12-2. I think I had my best week. What week are we in? Yeah, I went 12-4 last week. Oh, sorry, I went 11-2. There was only 13 games, so I'm 128-81.
I'm 132-76.
Listen, I will say this too again because we don't modify.
Right.
We don't pick on Sundays. Sunday at 12:30 before the games.
Mm-hmm.
We don't pick. Well, Thursday we don't have a choice. But we don't pick at the 11th hour.
Mm-hmm.
We pick when we record, and we don't adjust. So
the
fact that we're that far over 500, I will take that win.
I heard someone on the PFW I listened to, the Patriots one, the guy emailed in. He said, if you just pick the favorites every week, you'd be like 150 and 50. I'm like, yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun.
You'd be 150 and
it was pretty high. It was pretty high. Yeah.
Damn.
But that's why they're favorites. But again, that's no fun.
It's not fun.
I picked the Rams in this game here. Happening on Thursday Night Football, which is now, I think, wait, how do they have the ball again? What did I miss? They just kicked the field goal like 2 seconds ago. Throw it to Cooper Kupp. God damn it.
It was also downpouring the last I saw it. Now it's not.
Oh, well, okay. Rams have the ball.
Yeah, no, dude, this is like the sick bowl.
I'm going to try and write my stuff down here.
I can't wait to blow my nose.
Oh, gross. You need a tissue? I got one for you.
Nah, just going to.
Suffer.
My lips were like on fire because I've been mouth breathing.
Yeah, it's
like
the
3
worst.
days.
I forgot to do chapstick before I left, and I've just been miserable. Righty, Sunday at 1:00. Oh, that was halftime. 3-3. 1:00 on CBS. We've got the 12-1 Chiefs traveling to the 3-10 Browns. I'm curious how the Chiefs are going to win it in some wackadoo way this week, but they're going to do something. Maybe Jameis Winston will take a safety.
I'm going to take the Browns.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Too late you said it.
But look at the spread. That's freaking insane.
Wow. That is interesting. What do they know? What do the Sharps know?
Maybe I will take the Browns.
Maybe. Maybe. That's interesting. 1:00 on Fox. We have the 5-8 Bengals traveling to the 3-10 Titans. The Bengals are 5.5-point favorites. Bengals. I'm not picking the Titans anymore.
I don't even want to say their name anymore.
Oh God,
bums, straight bums.
Yep. 1:00 on Fox. We have the Washington Commanders at 8-5 traveling to the 5-8 Saints. Your Washington Commanders are 7.5-point favorites.
Ooh,
give me the Commanders.
A little high, but I like it. I think Marshawn Lattimore is going to make his debut against his former team.
Nice revenge game.
Did I pick?
You did not.
Oh,
I could assume who you're going to pick, but you never actually said it.
We need this. We really need this.
You do. 1:00 p.m. on CBS. We have the 8-5 Ravens traveling to the 2-11 Giants. The Ravens are 16-point favorites.
Oh my mama! Take the Giants with the points, guy.
Oh my God! I don't think I've ever seen a spread that high in the NFL. Taking the Ravens though.
That's fucking insane.
It is nuts. Giants are packing it in. It's going to be a race now. We're also competing for it. We're officially eliminated from playoff contention, but we'll get to us. 1:00 on Fox. We have the 5-8 Cowboys traveling to the 3-10 Panthers. The Panthers, for maybe the first time in like 4 years, are favorites by 3 points. Give me the Panthers.
Give me the Panthers, baby. They're playing hard. Bryce is,
Yeah,
I like it. I do. I like it. Give me the Panthers.
This next game.
Look at this suck ball.
This is difficult for me. We got the 1:00. We got the 3-10 Jets traveling to the 3-10 Jaguars. Jets are 3.5-point favorites. Right now, the Jets are the 7 pick and the Jags are the 5th pick. So this is a big game. Big game for draft positioning.
Listen, it's Rodgers over Macaroni Jones.
Right.
William Levy, he might be able to best William Levi Jeans the fourth. I think they're as bad as the Jets are. They're not Jacksonville bad, even though their record tells you that they are. I'll take the Jets.
Yep. I agree. I don't like it, but I agree. Sorry, Mac Jones. 1:00 on CBS, we have the 6-7 Dolphins traveling to the 8-5 Texans. The Texans are 3-point favorites. I'm going to go with the Texans because I want the Dolphins to officially be eliminated from playoff contention.
I think the Texans are going to win. I'm going to go with the Dolphins because I'm going to try to ride them into the playoffs. I could see this being like a high-scoring game, but I think maybe their defense gets the best of Miami. Tua makes some mistakes. Throws a couple picks. I'm going to take the Dolphins, though.
Okay. All right, I like it. 4:25 on CBS. We have the 6-7. We have the horse game. The 6-7 Colts traveling to the 8-5 Broncos. Broncos are 4-point favorites. It's going to be a home game for the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos.
Samesies.
Mile high.
Samesies. There's actually some good games here this week.
There is. The game. God, I didn't even know these guys were playing each other. This is a great game. This will be the Nance and Romo game, I imagine. 4:25 on CBS. I know Fox and CBS can like lock their games in, so they can't be swapped out or flexed. So my guess is they save this one. 10-3 Bills traveling to the 12-1 Lions. Lions are 2.5-point favorites. Oh, this is very difficult for me.
Could the Bills go on a 2-game losing streak?
Right. I feel like they're going to bounce back. And
Detroit at home.
And the Lions have been playing with fire a little bit. Couple small win, 3 points to the Packers, 3 points to the Bears.
The Bills did beat the Super Bowl champions this year, even though they're 10-3. They beat the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
They played a war against the Rams, traveling cross country. I'm going to take the Lions because they're my Super Bowl pick.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Unless Washington makes the Super Bowl.
Of course. I'm going to take the Bills to bounce back.
I like it.
Because I think they're hungry, and the Lions have been playing a little loosey-goosey lately, and their defense hasn't been that great. And the Bills do have a great offense.
Fair enough.
4:25 on Fox. We have the Pennsylvania Bowl. We have the 10-3 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the 11-2 Eagles. Eagles are 5.5 point favorites. I feel like this is going to be a rock fight.
Nice. The cracks in the foundation are already there.
Oh, yeah.
Steelers are going to come out on top in the Pennsylvania Bowl over the Eagles. The Eagles their implosion starts Sunday.
Wow. I like it.
You're going to take the Eagles. Wait, you didn't pick.
I have not picked.
Okay. Don't let me sway you.
I know I'm struggling with this one here.
But think about that. How sweet that implosion.
I know. It is pretty sweet. Steelers. No, I'm going with the Steelers because I said it last week when they played against the Browns. I'm like, I keep picking against them, and they keep making me look silly. So let's go Steelers. I'll right my wrongs. Celtics just won by 24.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Apple Sports app. Good app. It's really good. I like it. 4:25 p.m. on CBS. The 3-10 Patriots traveling to the 6-7 Cardinals. Cardinals are 6-point favorites. They're going West Coast Patriots. They're officially eliminated from playoff contention. It's that weird time of the year where it's kind of like, all right, I'm not tanking, but at the same time, we're not playing for anything. I was playing for pride and to like make a winning culture kind of thing, or just like win a couple of games at the end of the year.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's going to be a 16-10 Cardinals cover.
Yeah, Cardinals are going to win this game. Sorry, Pats. I homered you too long. I was 14-2 a few weeks ago, and they're one of my losses.
Wait, what's they're 3-10, and Washington is what?
8-5.
8-5.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose out, we would be 8-9. If you guys win out, you would be. So I technically won my bet already.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even get to celebrate. My bet. Yep. Did I tell you my bet?
No.
We had the same bet last year, I think, but we tied.
Right.
Me and Mel had the same bet last year, but we tied. But also, she lost the bet in the head-to-head.
Yeah.
So the bet this year was, if the Patriots had a better record than Washington, I was going to have to wear a Patriots cheerleading uniform all day.
Wow.
All day.
Wow.
But because I won the bet for an entire week, she has to wear Redskins, Washington, something paraphernalia all week.
To work, to play.
I don't, everywhere. To bed, to shower. I don't care. Wherever you go, all day.
Nice.
For an entire week. And I'm glad that now I officially won. I didn't know I officially won.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Congratulations. That was a risky bet that she made, knowing how bad the Patriots were.
I think it was worth it for her to try.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because if I had to wear a Patriots cheerleading uniform,
try to get next year. We'll see.
I don't know. I'm going to up my stakes. I'm playing with fire now.
Congratulations.
I'll take that win with a fantasy.
Oh, heck
losses.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Freaking Puka Nacua. Stop catching stuff. 4:25 on Fox. We have the 7-6 Buccaneers traveling to the 8-5 Chargers. Chargers 3-point favorites, and I will take that bet.
Hell yeah.
Chargers.
I'm also going to take the Chargers. I think this is going to be one of the better games, though.
Yep. Chargers win. Chargers cover. They should have, kind of should have beat the Chiefs last week. I think they could beat the Bucs by more than 3.
I dig it.
Yep. Another good game. Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. NBC and Peacock. The 9-4 Packers, who are the 6th seed currently, are traveling to the 8-5 Seahawks, who are the 3 seed currently. This could be a playoff matchup right here, actually. Yeah, right now, if the playoffs ended today, this would be the playoff game. Oh, that's a toughie. Packers are 2.5 point favorites.
I think the Packers are the better team.
Yeah.
My heart is wanting Seattle because Green Bay's got that 6th seed.
Yeah.
If Washington wins and Green Bay loses, now we're tied. And I don't know where the tiebreaker goes at that point. But we really want Green Bay to continue losing.
Yep.
I think that they're the better team. I think I'm going to take the Packers on this one.
I'm going to take the Seahawks at home.
I hope you're right.
Me too. There's some tough ones in here.
Yeah.
And then randomly, we have 2 Monday Night Football games.
Hell yes.
One on ABC and ESPN at 8 p.m. The next one's at 8:30. Only ESPN, though. The first one, 4-9 Bears traveling to the 11-2 Vikings. Vikings are 7-point favorites. I think the Bears are toast. Vikings. It's over.
Yeah, Minnesota. The losing streak goes to 8.
Yep. And then the real suck bowl of the week. Because the 6-7 Falcons traveling to the 2-10 Raiders. Falcons are 4-point favorites. I think Kirk should finally find his stroke again, so I'm just gonna take the Falcons.
I know, me too. But also, if this was like, because I also don't know who's playing for Oakland, Vegas. who's their quarterback?
It's
because
O'Connell, right?
he got hurt.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know who their back. Oh, you know who it is? Your boy Ritter.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's Desmond Ritter.
Woof.
All right. So
Woof.
In the suck bowl, this is going to be a 9-6 suck bowl, and the Falcons are going to win.
What happens if the Raiders win 9-6? Does Kirk get benched? He might.
What the fuck? I mean,
might.
That's 5 in a row, and are they still playing for the?
Yeah, for the Bucks lose, they win.
I don't know. Fuck.
Kirk might.
They
not
lost.
last
I mean, all right. Well, they lost 2. They lost to 2 playoff teams. Well, potentially 3 playoff teams. But also, if you're going to be a playoff team yourself, you have to fucking beat some of them.
Right.
They lost to the Saints, the Broncos, Chargers, and Vikings. And they have progressively gotten worse in that stretch. Really. So I don't know. They have to play the Raiders, the Giants, Washington, and Carolina. They do have a favorable schedule down the stretch. But they've also lost 4 in a row. So I don't know.
I think he's toast. I don't think Kirk. That's my hot take. I don't think he lasts the rest of the season.
Ooh, extra hot take in there.
Sprinkle that in.
I dig it. I'm gonna take I take the Falcons too. Before we end this program, I wanted to make a note. I put up a poll on the YouTubes the other day, and I was just throwing out a scenario for the Super Bowl. Lions and Chiefs. Just take your pick. Right?
I think I picked the Lions.
86% of the voters said the Lions over the Chiefs.
I think it's a lot of heart in there. People want to see the Lions win.
That's fair.
They've seen the Chiefs win, 3 out of 5?
I think everybody's over it.
They're all over
Again, if you're not a fan of the team, you're over it.
Yep. Oh, Jess did say that the Taylor Swift, Kelsey, Christmas movie was a last year Lifetime movie, but she hasn't seen it. But she's interested. But mostly just to see,
how bad it is.
Yeah, not like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch that movie. Oh, and another important thing, which I forgot to get to, corrections corner from your cousin, and Jessica also corrected me.
Yes.
That Patrick Mahomes did win his first road playoff game last year against the Bills.
Yes.
Which I had forgotten about.
Listen, there's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of discussions that we have. We don't have all the facts. We trip up here and there.
Sometimes we talk about the 1920 scores of 14-11, you know? We can
only, right.
There's only so much information that can fit into this.
I tried to give you the pass because I saw the comment.
Oh, I saw it.
And I did right back.
Oh, yeah.
But he told me about it in person, and I was like, because he hates Mahomes. I was like, I get it. I also forgot that they were on the road for that game. So I was like, I'm going to give him the pass for this one.
I'll give Mahomes credit because that was a thing last year. It's like, oh, he's never played a role play, and he did it. So good on him. I had just forgotten.
I did too. When you said it, I didn't even really think of it. I know they beat the Bills, but I didn't think that it was on the road.
It was definitely a hot talking point last year, but not this year. But he might not even matter this year because he might get the 1 seed again. But
it's looking there.
We'll do a new segment called the Corrections Corner. Although we're never wrong. Don't fact. Oh, that's another important thing. Don't ever fact check anything we ever say. Just don't do it.
I feel like he had that one on the tip of his tongue because he's waiting. He was waiting for you to fuck that one up. Because you hate Mahomes.
Well, no, I'm not allowed to. Not allowed to dislike.
Dude, you're way across the table here. All I was trying to do was this.
Look at your foot. It's like in my lap.
What do you mean? I was trying to just cross it.
Roll the tape.
You're right there.
Roll the tape.
You're right there. You're not allowed
I'm not allowed to dislike the Chiefs anymore. So I'm just gonna pretend
it's
like
not
they're
true.
the best.
It's not that you can't.
I'm pretend like they're the best in the
there
world.
We go. Cry about it. Okay, Jerry. Let's tear the whole stadium down. It's because I think that your takes on why you don't like certain quarterbacks, I think, is ridiculous because it has nothing to do with the play on the field. It's like it's his wife or it's his he likes to play in the dark. It's that type of shit. But I get it. I also didn't realize when he said it. I was like, oh, that's right. He was. It's also for that.
The reverse thing that I talked about earlier, where he was the big reason they won early on. Now it's the defense, but he's still getting credit too much. Now he's getting too much credit for it. It's weird. I can't put my finger on it.
I think because he's done it historically. he is the face of the team still.
He's also the face of the league at this point.
Right. So
Who
it's
else is there? Jared Goff.
I think he can have a down year, but the Chiefs defense does not get enough love.
No.
They really don't. If you watch any of their games, their defense is on point.
Yeah. Agreed.
This was a little bit shorter because New England didn't play and Washington didn't play.
Yeah, so there wasn't
6 teams on bye.
Yeah, there wasn't much to talk. We didn't go into detail on those two games, which we usually do. So
we also are both sick. We both showed up, so
Yep.
make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a hot take.
send me some medicine. Send me some
Send
ibuprofen.
some medicine, some beers of the week.
Yeah.
Donate
Give us
some
some
beers.
suggestions.
Yeah, that's true.
Suggestions. I'll try anything.
Share this video with 16 of your closest friends, 3 second cousins.
Yeah, 2 people who you don't talk to anymore. Just message them.
Yeah, just send it to
Just
them.
send it to them. Like, hey, I heard
Write
you
it
like
on
this.
their wall.
Yeah. Do people still do that? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Does Facebook have the wall writing?
I'm gonna write it on Jessica's wall.
Do you remember when Facebook used to have the, it was like the board where you could like pin things to? What the heck was that called?
Bored. I remember they got rid of it and people were so mad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Facebook sucks.
It was like the cork board thing
Yeah.
that you could pin things to.
Yep, that was sweet.
That was cool when I was a younger man.
2006 is when I got Facebook. So, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, 2006. Yeah, because you used to, people don't remember, you used to have a college email
That's
address.
right. I think my Rick email was the first one I used to sign up for it.
You
And then
CCRI, baby.
Yep, then they opened it to everyone, and oh boy.
That's when I decided to part ways with
Yeah.
Facebook the first time.
Yeah, but I'm sharing it on there, so if you see it, like it, share it, watch it. all
Yeah,
the
you
way
guys
through.
are watching.
Subscribe to it.
You guys are watching. We appreciate it. So
Yeah.
continue watching, continue sharing. Sharing is caring, honestly. The shares are the biggest help for us.
For sure.
So if
Look
you
for
like
it on
this stuff.
Instagram. We're on the Instagrams now, too, so you can...
Bam.
Think we're
It's
still,
in the-
we're
it's in
still
the link.
growing it. Yeah, we're
It's
still
in the
growing it,
description.
so we'll add more to it when we're not sick.
Listen, we're already planning for what we're going to do for season 3. So if you're
Yeah.
liking season 2, season 3 is going to get better. Season 38 is going to be probably our best one.
I should add, too, the reason that there weren't as many thoughts into the games last week is because that's when the sickness started, and I was like super dad, so I was like trying to watch, but also trying to survive because I wasn't sick yet, but
Yeah.
everyone else was getting sick. So I was like, football.
I know. It was tough.
Yeah.
I feel like because Washington didn't play, I watched the games, but I was like so
Not really-
blasé.
yeah.
They were there. We were
Yeah.
like, it was also on Sunday was my father's birthday, so
Nice.
shout out dad.
Happy birthday, Dad.
So-
Dad of the show.
Dad of the show. So I was like, it was on, but we were
Yeah.
loosely watching. We
Yeah.
did cake and food and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
So,
cute.
the whole 9. But anyway, we'll be back next week. I think next week we're doing another Thursday and then back-to-back Mondays for the holidays.
Oh, right. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, because there's Christmas games this year and also the holidays, so it's a pain in the butt. So, yeah, we'll be doing that for sure. All right.
So we'll see you back next week.
Bye.
Throw a wrench in the plan.